Thinking Aloud. Conversations on the leading edge of knowledge and discovery with psychologist Jeffrey Mishlove.
Numbers don't come through as well as colors, shapes, textures, forms in remote viewing.
Very hard to read anything analytical.
Yeah.
ESP is non-analytical ability.
Mm-hmm.
So we call our trick associative remote viewing.
Mm-hmm.
The broker each week would have to choose 4 objects in his office
Mm-hmm.
and associate each one with a market change.
Mm-hmm.
Up a lot, up a little, down a lot, down a little. And because of the trading range of a commodity called December silver, he said the trading range should be 25 cents.
Mm-hmm.
So he would have 4 objects, say a book, a perfume bottle, a coffee cup, and his leftover pancake from breakfast. Those are the 4 objects.
Okay.
4 different objects.
Mm-hmm. They have to be very distinct from each other.
That's right.
Yeah.
Each of them representing either up a little, up a lot, down a little, or down a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I, of course, never knew what the objects were, and they would vary from week to week.
Mm-hmm.
So I would sit with my viewer, such as you,
Mm-hmm.
and say, all right, Jeffrey, here we are on Monday. On Friday, I will hand you an object. I have no idea what it's going to be. We're not talking about the market.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what I'm going to give you next Friday.
An object you are going to hand me in the future.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say, quiet your mind and imagine that we're at Friday now and I'm putting something in your hand. What do you experience? And you might say to me, well, I see something round and it's kind of floppy and it's got a weird smell. That's what I get.
Mm-hmm.
I have a strange object,
Yeah.
kind of disgusting. I would say that's a terrific description.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing analytical there. It's all direct experience.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I will call the broker and see if he's got anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I then call the broker and say, John, you've got a pretty good description. What are your objects? And he said, I've got this perfume bottle, a book, a coffee cup, and my leftover pancake here.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, I think we've got a wonderful description of your pancake.
Yeah.
It's this round, floppy object with a kind of odd smell. That sounds a lot like your pancake. And he said, I think so too. And I said, well, what does that mean? He said, well, that's the down a lot object. So based on the fact that your viewer described my leftover pancake, we'll sell $50,000 worth of silver into our rising market, because the Hunt brothers were buying silver.
Yeah.
But because you saw a pancake, we're going to sell silver into the teeth of the rising market.
Uh-huh.
And that was one of our biggest successes.
And in
The
fact,
the market fell
mm-hmm.
like a rock for some unknown reason that week, and we made tens of thousands of dollars on that one trade.
As I recall, you had nearly 100% track record.
We did have 100% track. We made 9 calls, one a week for 9 weeks, and each of them was correct.
Mm-hmm. And actually made
We made $120,000 in 9 weeks. No errors.
that ought to be enough to convince anybody to keep doing it.
Well, the following year we were not successful.
Yeah.
A variety of inadvertencies occurred.
Mm-hmm.
The investor who had put up the money quite generously, which he shared with us, said, I think we've cornered the market. We're going to make a ton of money. Let's do it twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea, because doing it twice a week meant that the viewer does not get feedback for trial 1 until after trial 2.
Mm-hmm.
So the experiment is still open from the viewer's point of view, and he has to do another experiment without getting feedback.
And the feedback from the first trial might in some way contaminate the next one.
That's right.
Yeah.